Hey everybody, this is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous good-looking friends. I woke up this morning and I did a happy dance. This is Congressman Gregory Steube, and he is a Republican in the Florida District number 17. He is part of the House of Representatives, and he has introduced a bill, wait for it folks, called the SPARE Act, which stands for Substance and Possession Abuse Restrictions for Entrants. This act was inspired by our own Prince Harry, and it's requiring fair enforcement of U.S. visa laws. According to Greg Steube's website, it says, under U.S. law, visa applicants who are found to be drug abusers or addicts are inadmissible, as well as non-citizens who admit to using controlled substances. It goes on to say, the Biden administration deliberately refuses to enforce our country's immigration laws at the southern border, and it appears they may be obstructing the fair and equal enforcement of our visa laws as well. Left-wing celebrities like Prince Harry, who have a self-recorded history of illegal drug use, should be subjected to the same standards and enforcement of our country's immigration laws as any other alien. Representative Steube goes on to say, I introduced the SPARE Act because individuals should be deported immediately if they are caught lying on their visa application. If the executive branch is granting waivers on the basis of drug usage to individuals who enter the U.S., that information should not be hidden from the public. We must ensure no one receives preferential treatment behind closed doors. Exactly. Thank God there is somebody listening. So in this act being introduced, it requires that within 60 days of receiving credible information of an alien knowingly providing false information on controlled substance violations, the DHS secretary will be required to investigate the claim and, if found true, initiate deportation. The legislation states anyone deported for this violation will be permanently barred from re-entering the country. Lastly, any controlled substance violation waivers issued by the Secretary of Homeland Security may be subject to a Freedom of Information Act request. So here's some background on the inspiration to this act. It says Congress has a long history of prohibiting the entry of individuals who commit controlled substance violations. However, the executive branch has some discretionary authority to grant waivers to admit individuals who have admitted to such violations. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, admitted to using cocaine, magic mushrooms, marijuana, and ayahuasca in his memoir, Spare. The Biden administration's Department of Homeland Security is currently refusing to release the details of Prince Harry's U.S. visa application. We all know that this is the battle that the Heritage Foundation is facing at the moment. Part of the situation is that he is a foreigner in this country who has been actively trying to undermine American civil rights and our Constitution. Let's not forget that he knew about January 6th, but nobody from our government investigated him and pulled him in for questioning.
Prior to January the 6th, where I warned him that his platform was allowing a coup to be staged. That email was sent the day before, and then it happened, and I haven't heard from him since.
Added into the mix, aligned with the censorship industrial complex, actively participating over the last couple years to influence pushing regulation and policy around censorship online, collaboration and his engagement with people who are currently in process of being sued under the Missouri Biden court case. This should be raising flags everywhere. And let's not forget that he and his wife have been supporting, funding, and cultivating a domestic terrorist group called the Sussex Squad. These folks, we all have seen the amount of threats, the doxing, the endangerment of people's safety, and then on top of it, preying off the youth with their Fugazi Archewell Foundation that should be investigated 1,000% by the IRS, as it's a public charity and they're using it for political purposes. I summarize all of this in hopes to get the attention of more people, but also hopefully to get the attention of Gregory Steube, because my representatives here in New York, these folks don't seem to care about their constituents and their concerns about crime surging here in New York, particularly New York City. In addition, this little 3-mile island is being overpopulated with migrants, to which people are now starting to move, and I'm considering moving. They don't want to hear it. But Gillibrand, quick to respond to Meghan Markle and give her access to resources that me as a constituent should also have access to. We all have to remember that these people in our government work for us, the people, not the other fucking way around. Excuse my language, but this gets me so angry. It truly is a sad situation, and I've shown you this over the last several months. This is encroaching on my livelihood, my lifestyle, and it's all a result of people like Meghan and Harry who think that they can assert their power and status in order to tell us little people what we need to do. And we have a government that doesn't seem to want to support any of the people who are paying their salaries, but instead lining their own pockets. And this is why I speak out about Meghan and Harry and the fact that we have a British prince on American soil who appears to be acting under the color of law, as well as an unregistered foreign agent lobbying, pushing regulation to censor free speech in America, and doing it, as we all know, potentially under the influence of these substances. And this is why the public has the right to know, because our safety, our rights are being jeopardized. This chaos that we're seeing in New York with the youth is a result of the racist ideology that people like Meghan and Harry have been supporting to cause this kind of division. Some of the core Sussex Squad psychos are here in New York. I would be willing to bet that this girl likes Meghan Markle. So with that, my call to action to my gorgeous, good-looking friends is getting the word out there. Help me get this video seen not only by a broader audience, but also by Representative Gregory Steube. Here are 3 social media accounts that he has for Instagram, Twitter, and Getter. As you guys know, I don't have Twitter, I don't have Instagram, so please, if you can share, or at least drop a note letting him know that it's not just the fact that he's doing drugs, it's also the fact that he's doing drugs, but also interfering with American civil liberties, and then refer him over to this video. Hopefully, he will check out the 3-part series for standing up for free speech, particularly videos number 2 and 3, that gives the whole explanation as to why Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, are a domestic threat to the United States of America. We all have had enough, and it's time to do something. So please, help me in this initiative, get this seen. It doesn't matter if you're not American. Definitely reach out if you can on social media, or if you don't have social media, send an email, but at least do something. At bare minimum, forward this on to one person. We have to continue to keep this at the forefront because this is a legitimate threat, and I think we all understand that. Anyhow, I'm looking forward to your comments. As always, I will be back with more content, but until then, please be safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye!
I was such a fraud.